Hi, it's Becca from the Saunders Pack, and I'm going to give you my April 1000 Hours Outside update. Before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you for those of you who have been following this journey. I've gotten some encouraging comments, which is really nice. You can kind of hear my voice, I just got over being sick. But when I throw the chart up there, you'll be able to see kind of like the last part of the month hasn't had very many hours because I just got over being sick. It's the beginning of May right now. But yeah, this month overall was pretty good. I ended up getting 55-ish hours. You'll see it on the chart for the month, which is, I think, my best month yet. It's getting easier and easier. There are a few days in here that I'm especially proud of. One of them I had like over 6 hours outside. And part of that almost felt a little bit like cheating because, I mean, it wasn't, but it kind of felt like it because I went hot tubbing. We don't have a hot tub, but some friends from church do, and they were going out of town to ask us to watch it. And so after the kids went to bed for a couple of nights, I was able to go and enjoy the hot tub outside, which was really nice. And so I got a little bit of the middle of the night hours from that. But we've been exploring different parks. I found some really cool parks pretty close that we really like. I found one park that's really good for when I need to work at the same time. So I've been keeping kind of a little list of like which parks are good for what. You know, some require more supervision than others. But I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what's around us now, which is nice because for those of you who aren't aware, I moved here almost a year ago. So I've been kind of figuring out the area, figuring out what spots are good for us. We've been doing a lot more picnics. My daughter has started to ask for a lot more picnics, and I personally love them too. And so just having fun with that. You'll see on the chart there was a week where I was working out of town, and so there were just like minutes every day, not very much because we were in a different environment. But something I did find, so I traveled to Des Moines for work, and I found this really cool restaurant. It's called Either Or. But they have this like whole playground you can eat on the patio. It was so much fun. So we went there. That was like especially cool. We had planned to go to the zoo, but oh my goodness, everything went wrong on that Des Moines trip. The work stuff went great, but every single time I tried to do something fun with my kids in the evening, like it did not work. Because my mom and my kids came with me on the trip so that I could hang out with the kids in the evening and I could nurse the baby. So anyways, everything we tried to do except for going to that outdoor playground just didn't quite work out. But yeah, trying to do a lot more fun things, scoping out the parks. I think in general, like, it's just kind of become part of our rhythm, which is so funny because at the very beginning of the year, so like in January, of course it was snowy here and we weren't used to the snow yet. But I realized just how much then it was not a part of our routine to be outdoors, and it felt kind of foreign almost, which is really sad that we got to that point where it's like to go outside every day seemed like a task. And now it's just a part of who we are, and I love that just over a couple short months, you know, by the end of April, this is who we are. When I don't go outside during the day, I feel sad. Like I have a definite change in mood. I am more irritable, I'm sad. I can see just how different it is being outside all day. I mean, being inside all day versus having some outside time. And I've noticed that like my level of calm directly correlates with how many hours we spent outside that day. Like if I'm spending the majority of the day outside, I tend to be more patient and calm. And it's just really cool to see, you know, how that works together. And my daughter, as some of you might remember, when it was a little bit colder, she didn't want to go outside. Well, now it's in like the 60s, you know, it's an ideal temperature, and she is all about it. Like she's usually beating me, asking, can we go outside? Can we go outside? Can we go outside? And I say yes as much as I can. So overall, it's doing well. We're building up those muscles. I think that May will have even more hours outside than April did. So by the end of April, I got 55 hours and 58 minutes for the month, which brings my grand total on April 30th for the year to 182 hours and something minutes. I can't remember, but it's on the chart. You'll see it. Please leave in the comments your answer. I've looked a little bit on the 1000 Hours Outside Facebook group to get ideas, but what are your favorite springtime and summer activities for kids outside? I would love to hear it. I'm looking for creative ideas. Thank you so much for following our journey, and I'll be back at the end of May to share how that goes. Bye.